In previous lecture, we have start the basics of instantaneous center method, at where we discuss and we understand that if we talk about the uh, basic position, then it may not be uh, translatory or rotational, but it may be the combination of both the motion or position. So practically, uh, as we seen in the previous lecture, that if we want that AB to A1 B1, then it may be the mixture of translation and rotational, or it may be the rotational or translation. If that kind of things are that, and we have to find the velocity of that matter, then we have to use the instantaneous center method. On that time, we just discussed that what is the centroid, what is axis, what is exode, what is instantaneous center method, and basic regarding the body centroid and space centroid. Okay, now today, and we prove an equation for that, that VA, whose velocity we have to find, the link A, whose velocity VA by AI is equal to VB by BI is equal to VC by CI. Okay, and we are use this equation in the example and in the next theory also. So you may be ready with the and be focused on the next theory. Today we are just give some near to the problem which we want to solve if possible today, otherwise in the next lecture. So before before going to start the equation regarding number of instantaneous center in a mechanism, I just want to say that basic there are two types of properties when we talk about the instantaneous center method. If you have book, if you have a rough book, then please note down these two properties, which is very important as per the exam point of view and as per the example point of view also, because we had used that properties in the in some one theory and after that in one example. Okay, just write down if you have the book, otherwise you just listen carefully. First property for the instantaneous center: a rigid link rotates instantaneously relative to another link. A rigid link rotates instantaneously relative to another link at the instantaneous center for the configuration of the mechanism considered. Whatever the mechanism is considered, on that mechanism, the rigid link should relative with the another link. Okay? And the second, the two rigid links have no linear velocity relative to each other at the instantaneous center. You remember another thing, that the two rigid links have no linear velocity. There are two links and both are the rigid. On that time, there is no any relative motion between that two links. So there is no, we are not related. We are not get the instantaneous center between that. So at this point, the two rigid links have the same linear velocity. Okay, as we already discussed in the graphical method, if we have the rigid part, then we are considered that part as a one part, means that the both the part have the same velocity. So same rules can apply for here. At this point, the two rigid links have the same linear velocity relative to the third link. In other words, the velocity of the instantaneous center relative to any third rigid link. Suppose I have two rigid link and I want to compare with the third rigid link, then it will be the same whether the instantaneous center is regarded as a point on the first rigid link or on the second rigid link. Okay. First may be considered with the third, or second with may consider with the third. If first and second both are rigid, on that time the velocity from first to third or second to third are both are same. Okay, so these two are the prerequisite condition for or we are considered as a properties of instantaneous center. Now, as I mentioned in this slide, that number of instantaneous center in mechanism. The number of instance center in a mechanism constraint kinematic chain is equal to the number of possible combination of two links. You have to remember the equation that capital N is equal to, or we are considered that number of instantaneous center in a mechanism capital N is equal to small n in the bracket n minus 1 by 2, where small n is the number of links. Suppose we have 4-bar chain mechanism. So on that time we know that 4-bar means there are 4 number of links. So on that time, in place of small l, we have to put 4. Okay. Now, if we put capital in place of small n, we have put the 4, then 4 in the bracket 4 minus 1 by 2. Okay, 4 in the bracket 4 minus 1 by 2. So we are getting 6. It means that here total 6 number of instantaneous center is there. This is the first condition or first step to solve the example of instantaneous center method. So you remember this thing. Whenever any mechanism come in the example, on that time first we have to find first capital N. Okay, with the help of the equation that n of n minus 1 bracket close by 2. Now, some study regarding the types of instantaneous center. If you see the figure, then the 4-bar chain mechanism you are getting with the help of blue line, and the remaining line considered as a pink line. If you see the lines, then from the lines and from the whole figure, we are considered that the instantaneous center can define in this 3 way: fixed instantaneous center, permanent instantaneous center, and neither fixed nor permanent instantaneous center. Okay, it may divide in 3 way: fixed, permanent, and neither fixed nor permanent. As we discussed earlier regarding the equation that capital N is equal to n of n minus 1 by 2. And if I am talking about this example, then we know very well regarding this 4-bar chain mechanism means that here 4 links are there. Okay, 4 links are there. That may be considered as a link 1, which is known as a AD, link 2, which is considered as a DC or CD, link 3 here it is considered as a BC, and link 4 as a AB. Okay, link 1 AD, link 2 CD, link 3 BC, and link 4 AB as shown in figure. Okay, now I want to identify that, as already I mentioned in this equation. So based on the equation, we are considered that there are 6 number of center we are getting. So we are little bit confused also that if there are 4 number of links and 6 number of center, then how we are allocated. Okay, so you just remember and you just see it at here. If I have this link and this link, okay, I'm talking about link 4 and link 1. If I join these 2 links, then I'm getting the one center. It is called as the instantaneous center of link 1 and link 4. It is called as a I14. Do not mention with the I14 or do not talk with the I14. It is called as a I14, means it is the center of link 1 and link 4. Same way, this is link 2 and this is link, this is link 1 and this is link 2. So I am getting link, the instance center with the coincide with these 2 points. It is called as a I13. Okay, so you understand that how we are getting I12, I and I14. Now remaining 2 points we are getting here very easily, that link 2 and link 3 is there. It is called as a 2, 3. So it is called as a I23. Here we are just join the link 2 and link 3. So we are get the point link I23. Now talk about the last on mechanism, that is link 4 and link 3. So we are getting link 3 and 4. Its instantaneous center considered as a I34. Now we have already finished 4 link or 4 I center method. Now talk about remaining 2. If we seen that it may be extended in this way only. If you see the line, then this is one line and this is another line, and same way this is the another line, which are only two possibility to extend the forward chain mechanism. Now it shows that it may cover, you can just see my cursor, it shows that it may cover wholly link 2 and link 4. Okay, if I am talking about the right side center, on that time I can consider, I can understand, or I can from the figure understand that link 2 and link 4 are wholly covered by this portion or right side portion. It may be considered as a center, or whenever it may be intersect, it is considered as a center of link 2 and link 4. Okay, this is considered as the I center of link 2 and 4. And same way, if I can join or extend these 2 points, which may pass fully link 1 and link 3. Okay, this both the link 1 and link 3 are covered fully if I can extend these 2 links and it may be intersect wherever, then it is considered as a link or instantaneous center of link 1 and link 3, and it is called as a I13. So in this way, we are set the instantaneous center as we discuss and as we learn the equation. So based on the equation, we are already getting 6 instantaneous centers. So here we are get in this way I14, I12, I14, I12, I23, I34, I24, and I1. These are the 6 I center on 4-bar chain mechanism. So you have to just remember that whenever we start any example, before start the example, you have to put this center and you have to arrange the center initially on the figure. Okay. Now talk about the types of instantaneous center. As I've already mentioned that there are 3 kind of instantaneous center. The first is the fixed instantaneous center, second is the permanent instantaneous center, and third is the neither fixed nor permanent instantaneous center. Okay, if you can see the figure very carefully, then it's very easy for us to find the fixed instantaneous center. We know that when we are getting fixed instantaneous center, when the link should be fixed. If we have seen the figure, if you focus on the figure, then I14 and I12. Okay, the first 2 types, fixed and permanent center, are together known as a primary instance center. It is called a it may also divide in 2 parts, that primary and secondary instantaneous center also. First one, fixed and permanent, both are considered as a primary, and second one, secondary, it is considered as a neither fixed nor permanent. Okay. Now, which are considered as a fixed instantaneous center, which are on the fixed line. Already it is indicated with the very easily identified that I14 and I12 as shown in figure. I repeat, I14 and I12 as shown in figure are the fixed instantaneous center. Okay. Now, permanent instantaneous center. You can see that if I apply the force, if I apply the load on link 4 or link 2 or link 3, then due to that only 2 points, I34 and I23, it may be change its position, but we are get the relative velocity. Okay, so these two are considered as a I34 and I23 are considered as a permanent instantaneous center. You just remember that I23 and I34 are considered as a permanent instantaneous center as they move when the mechanism moves. But the joints are of permanent nature. So we can consider that as a permanent instantaneous center. Now, neither fixed nor permanent instantaneous center. The instantaneous center I13 and I24 are neither fixed nor permanent instantaneous center as they vary with the configuration of the mechanism. As the mechanism configuration may be changed, it may be vary. So it may not be permanent nor fixed. So we have considered that I24 and I13 are the neither fixed nor permanent instantaneous center. Okay. So these are the basic regarding the centers. Some how to give the numbers, which kind of equation we have to use. Now we have to going somewhat depth with some location we have to find and how we can use or we have to utilize that location that we discuss now. As we already discussed that this is one figure and at where how to find capital N if we have the 4 number of links and there are 6 I center method we are getting. Instantaneous center, in short, I can speak as an I center. So you probably understand that I center, IC method, and instantaneous center method are the same. Now, already I discussed, this is just explain in proper way that I12 and I14 are the fixed instantaneous center. I23 and 34 are permanent instantaneous center, and I13 and I24 are the neither fixed nor permanent instantaneous center. Okay. Now, main point to decide the location of instantaneous center, very important. When two links are connected by a pin joint, as whatever we described initially, that's shown with the help of figures. So very clear in our mind that if two links are connected by a pin joint, the instantaneous center lies on the center of the pin. Lies on the center of the pin. Okay. If you see the figure, then instantaneous center is a permanent nature. But if one of the link is fixed, okay, if any one of the link is fixed, then the instantaneous center will be of fixed type. You remember the first method or first rule of the location. If there are two links, both are connected by pin joint. If it may not any one fixed link, then we are getting the I center on the center of the pin joint. But one of the link is fixed, then I center also fixed. Okay. Now, second one, I just shared this PPT with the proper video also, so you may just refer it once again today up to today evening. So you may just refer it. Next one. There are different kind of occasions. So based on the occasion, we have provided you different kind of example also. So you just understand that how it may be look when two links have a pure rolling contact. When two links have pure rolling contact, the IC method lies on their point of contact. You remember that When two links have a pure ruling, sometimes it is given in the exam that, or sometimes it is probably shown by the figure. So that's why we are add figure also. Sometimes it directly understand with the help of symbol, or sometimes it may be shown by the data. Sometimes they just mention that in the data that link 1 and link 2 are contact with pure ruling. So on that time you understand that where I am getting the center. Or sometimes they are not described by the data, but they can under explain in the figure. So you may probably ready with the both kind of scenario. When the two links have the pure ruling contact, the eye center lies on their point of contact. Whenever it may be contact, you can see it here. It may be contact at this point. So we are consider that it is the center or eye center of link 1 and link 2. And if we want to find the velocity of point A on the link 2 related to fixed link 1, then definitely we know that we have to draw the perpendicular line. Either it may be a from A, or if it may be B. Suppose for point A we have to find the velocity, then we have to draw the perpendicular line from point A. If you want to find the velocity of point B, then we have to draw the perpendicular line from point B. So VA by VB is equal to, as we know the equation in the previous lecture, so VA by VB is equal to I1 to A divided by I1 to B. Okay, from this 4 point, any 3 are given to you, so you can find the fourth unknown. Now, third one important. We are just explain some cases which can be utilized in the example or in the any kind of case may have to solve in the exam. So you may be ready with that kind of example. When the two links have the sliding contact, suppose when the two links have the sliding contact, the instantaneous center lies on the common normal at the point of contact. You remember that lies on a common normal at the point of contact. कहाँ पे होगा? It may be on the common normal at the point of contact. Okay. Another three cases. The first one, when the link 2, you can just see the figure and focus whatever I can speak. When link 2 moves on a fixed link 1, when link 2 moves on a fixed link 1, having a straight surface, as shown in figure, the IC lies at infinity and each point on the slider have the same velocity. Okay, you remember the thing that IC may be on infinity. We are getting, if suppose this is link 1 and this is link 2, which may be slide on link 1 on straight surface, then either if I am consider point A, point B, point C, or up to Z, whichever we are get the point, but every point have the velocity of IC we are getting at infinity. That you remember. Okay. Second case. In sliding contact, first case, now second case, when the link 2, when the, say in first case slide, second case, when the link 2 slider, it is considered slider, move on fixed link having a curved surface. Okay, in first case it may be straight surface. Now in the second case it may be a curved surface as shown in figure, the instantaneous, the IC center on the center of the curvature of the curvilinear path in the configuration at the instant. You have to remember that if sliding on the straight path, then we are get the center at infinity. But if first link, if it may be curved surface, in place of straight surface, it may be curved surface, then we are getting IC on the center of the curvature. Center of the curvature of the curvilinear path in the configuration at the instant. Okay. Third, when the link 2, we are considering a slider, moves on the fixed link 1, having constant radius of curvature, as shown in figure, the IC at the center of curvature. Okay, IC is at the center of curvature. So these are the three cases of different kind of A surfaces. Either it may be straight surface, curved surface, or it may be the wholly radius, or we can see the radius of curvature surface. So we are getting different kind of location of eye center. Okay. Now these three case for the location that you have to remember. After that, Kennedy theorem. You have to remember the statement of theorem, and we have to prove the theorem also. So based on that, you have to remember the how to prove the equation. As we know that, or the statement of the Kennedy theorem state that if three bodies, we are considering here A, B, and C. If three bodies move relative to each other, and they have three IC center and lie on a straight line. Okay, you have to remember that if three bodies move relative to each other, they have three IC center and lie on the straight line. Suppose I have three bodies and all three bodies are more related to each other. On that time, if all three bodies are more related to each other, then we are getting three IC center method, and all three bodies are lie on straight line. Okay, that describe here. As we know very well that consider three kinematics links. यहाँ पे three links are given to you, that link A, B, and C having relative plane motion. The number of IC center, as we know that here three links, so 3 in the bracket, 3 minus 1. So we are getting 3. Okay, 2 gone, so we are getting 3. Now the two IC center at the pin joint of B. Okay, two IC center of the pin joint of B with A. So we are considering as IAB, and C with A. So it is considered as a IAC. Okay, B with A means IAB, and C with A means IAC are the permanent instantaneous center. And as per the Kennedy theorem, the third IC means IBC must be lie on line joining IAB and IAC. Okay, what is the statement of Kennedy theorem, it told us that three bodies move related to each other, then they have three IC center or IC centers, that we are getting three IC center. Now lie on straight line, that we have to now prove. So for that means that either IBC must be on IAB and IAC. Okay, then and then we are considered that the theorem is okay. Okay, so now the third IC, IBC must lie on IAB and IAC. So for that, we have to prove that point. So we have to take some opposite portion and we are then prove the remaining side. Consider that the IC center of IBC is not on IAB and IAC. Okay. We have to prove that it may be lie on this. So initially we initially assume that it may not lie on this, either the link B or IAB or IAC. So consider that the IC center IBC lies outside the line joining IAB and IAC. The joint IBC belong to both the link B and C. Okay, IBC means it is belong to the point B and C. Consider the point IBC on the link B. Its velocity VBC must be perpendicular to the line joining IAB and IBC. Now consider the point IBC on the link C. Its velocity once again VBC, same way, must be perpendicular to the line joining IAC with IBC. So we can say that the velocity of IC is same whether it is a point on the first link or point on the second link. Either it may be on this line or it may be on this line, but we are getting the same velocity, that is VBC. We are getting the same velocity either the point IBC is on this line or on this line. But both time we are getting the same velocity, that is VBC. Therefore, the velocity of the point IBC cannot be perpendicular to the both lines. Okay, we are already considered that it may be outside of the point. If it may be outside, then we are not get the same velocity. But here we are getting the same velocity. It shows that the IAB, it cannot be perpendicular to both lines IAB and IBC and IAC and IBC, unless the point IBC lies on joining point, the joint IAB and IAC. Thus, the three instantaneous center IAB, IAC and IBC must lie on the same straight line. The exact location of IBC, the exact location of, now talk about the location of IBC, is on the IAB and lie on IAB and IAC depends upon the direction and magnitude of the angular velocity of B and C relative to link A. Okay, so if it may be asked in your exam that define or explain Kennedy theorem, then you may start with the statement. After that, you have to initially assume that it may be the outside of the point IBC. After that, it may be not outside. If it may be outside, then it may be perpendicular. After that, we have to assure that the velocity of same point to different link have the same velocity, so it may be lie on the same straight line. Okay, so in that ways you have to start and you have to end with this point. Okay, now important point regarding the example method of locating IC in a mechanism. Suppose I have a mechanism and I want to arrange the IC center on the mechanism, then how can I arrange? These are the some steps. We are follow this step. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps, and we are follow this all the steps one by one, and we solve the example. Suppose here we are assume that 4 by chain mechanism. It may be more than 4 is there in your exam, either 4, 5, 6, or 7 or 8. So based on that, we are getting capital N. So first step is, first of all, determine the number of IC as we discussed earlier also. So based on that, we are getting capital N is equal to 4 in the bracket 4 minus 1 by 2. Now, second point, you have to say habitize with this table. Sometime in many books, they are not indicate with this kind of table, but if you drawn this table, then very easy to solve the example. So links, how much links from the data we are get the links. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever the links you have to mention. Now how many center? That may be 6. So we have to mention that 6 center. Now 1, which are start with the 1, I14, I12, and I13. So if it may be start with the 1, then there are 3 center, that is I12, I13, and I14. If I'm say from the figure which may start from 2, then I23 and I24. And if I'm say about the 3, then I34 is there, but not a single may start with the 4. Definitely you can say that 3, 4, in place of 3, 4, we have put 4, 3, but we are maintaining the sequence. Every time 1 is first, 2 is second, 3 is third, and 4 is fourth. If there are 5 number of link, then 4, 5 we are getting. So on that time, it may be we are getting in the 4 number of for in link for we are getting some IC center. Okay, so based on that we have to continue. Okay, so 2 steps are clear. Now third step, location. Locate the fixed and permanent IC by inspection. Okay, it is very clear that you have to inspect the location, how it may be look, either it may be which kind of surface that we have in the figure or in the data. So based on the figure, based on the data, we are just find the location, locate the fixed and permanent IC by inspection. In our figure, you can see the figure and compare 1, 2 and 1, 4 are the, we are just taking the same problem, so it's easy to understand. 1, 2 and 1, 4 are the fixed IC, and 2, 3 and 3, 4 are the permanent IC. Locate the neither fixed nor permanent IC by Kennedy theorem. By Kennedy theorem, done by circle diagram, done by the circle diagram. Okay, so you have to add one another circle diagram. How? That I discuss now. Mark points on circle equal to number of links. How? Mark, first of all you have to draw the circle. First of all, you have to draw the circle whose radius whatever you want. Okay, so not matter with the radius, but as given the links here for links, so you may prepare not matter with the dimensions. You may remember that when we draw the circle on that time, not matter with the dimensions. You may take any radius and draw the circle. After drawing that circle, there are four links, so we are just draw the square or rectangle. Okay, so we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4. If we are joining 1, 2, it is called as a link 1. If I am joining 1, 2, 3, then it is called as a 2. If I can join 3, 4, then it is called as a 3. And if I am joining 4, 1, then it is called as a 4. Okay, so very easy for us to draw it, to join. Okay, now I just explain one by one. Mark the point on a circle equal to the number of links in a mechanism. In the present case, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are on circle. If we see the circle, then it's very easy that 1 number, 2 number, 3 number, and 4. It means that link 1 and link 2 are joined with some IC center. Link 2 and link 3 are joined with some IC center. Link 3 and link 4 are joined with some IC center. And link once again, link 1 and link 4 are joined with some IC center. Means we are getting 4 center on circle. Now, yet 2 points are remaining. Join the points by solid line to show that these centers are already found. Whose centers are already found, it means 1, 2, 3, 4 that we are joined with the full line. In the circle diagram, these lines are considered as 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 1, 4 to indicate the I12, I23, I34, and I14. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 1, 4. Okay, in order to find the other IC center, means yet 2 are remaining. Join 2 such points that the line join them forms 2 adjacent triangles. Okay, how to join? We require 2 IC center. So how we have to get that IC center? With the help of we have to create the triangle. So if I am joined 1 with the 3 and 2 with the 4, the line of the complicating 2 triangles should be common side to the 2 triangle. So we are getting the 5th IC center and 6th IC center, which are on line 1, 3 and 2, 4. So possibility of creating 6 points are in this way, it may be completed. You can see from the figure that here we are getting 2 triangle 1, 2, 3 and 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. Okay, which are the synonyms triangle. Now what we have to do and how we have to solve the example, that we discuss in the next lecture. That is we are implement in the first forward chain mechanism. You can see at here that we are implement here forward chain mechanism, an example where we are getting 6 number of I center. As we take the example, same example we are proceed. So we are getting 6 link as per Kennedy theorem, and we are implement here with same method. After that, we are use same circle also. After that, we are solve the equation. Now, how we are getting these, that we discuss later. Okay, so only one step is remaining to solve the example that we discuss in the next lecture, at where we are solve the example. If you have any query, then you can ask me, and comment in the comment box.